My name is Michael Caine. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Sorry guys, I couldn't resist that. Okay then guys, hi, yeah. Welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Okay, so this is going to be a review of a movie that I watched just last night. It's on the 101 Films label and it stars Michael Caine. It was made in 1990 and it was directed by Jan Eggleston. And that movie is A Shock to the System. Okay then guys, before I say anything else on the movie and give you my thoughts on the storyline as a whole, I'll just read you the blurb at the back just to give you some idea, of the story, just in case you haven't seen it. Okay, so he's killing on impulse and he won't rest until he gets a corner office. I don't know who writes these headlines. Loyal and hard-working executive Graham Marshall, screen legend Michael Caine, has paid his dues. He has suffered through mounting bills, the indignities of climbing the corporate ladder, and a nagging wife with only an anxiously awaited promotion to keep him going. But all changes when his promotion is instead given to a boorish associate played by Peter Rygaard from National Lampoon's Animal House. Now, annoyed and frustrated, Graham unleashes his rage in the form of an accidental killing with which he gets away clean. Emboldened by his newfound talent for murder, Graham begins to rethink his business strategy with deadly results. Elizabeth McGovern from Ragtime and Handmaid's Tale, Will Patton, Remember the Titans, No Way Out, and Jenny Rice, Near Dark and The Lawnmower Man also star in a select refinedly pitch black comedy of Madison Avenue and Murder. So there you go guys, that's the synopsis for the 1990 Michael Caine comedy murder thriller, A Shock to the System. Okay then guys, on to my thoughts now on the movie as a whole. Oh, I could sit here all afternoon spouting superlatives of just how much I enjoyed this movie. Fantastic performance by Michael Caine as as the corporate manager who's bypassed for promotion, and oh my word, does he get angry and does he go on a killing spree. Yeah, oh yeah, I really enjoyed this movie guys. I think this is one of Michael Caine's best movies. It really was. His character, it wasn't just like a cold-blooded killer. He had like many layers to him, because like in a way you felt sorry for him because he was treated like, well, let's face it, he was treated like bloody crap by his business associates and that. He'd build us hopes up on getting this job, this big top managerial job in this big office, in the city, and at the last minute he's shocked to find that they're giving it to somebody else. So oh my god, does he go mad with rage, guys. It's great, this. And not only does it tell the story of this guy who turns into a serial killer, it also speaks a lot about corporate America and how toxic, how ruthless it can be. So yeah, and lovely picture quality as well, guys. This movie, they did a great job with this movie. I was hooked from start to finish. When he basically starts off, I won't give away too much of it, guys, because I want you, if you haven't seen it, I want you to see it for yourselves and that. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Like if you like these kind of movies, well, he basically just, once he's been bypassed with promotion, that he's furious with rage and that, as you would be if you had your mind built up on getting a top job in this big office and that, So he basically just snaps and that. He throws all logic and, conscience out the window, and he just basically goes on this ruthless killing spree. You don't know what he's going to do next and that, because he's very, very crafty. He's very calculating. Oh, it's great. Michael Caine, he should have got an award for this movie and that, Well, of course, he is like a legend, isn't he? But, oh, he should have got more recognition, guys, for this movie. It is fantastic. It is really, really good. Yeah. Just the way he portrays the character and that, in a way you feel sorry for him, a bit like Norman Bates from Psycho. You can have some sympathy for him when he gets treated like this by his office colleagues, but at the same time you hate him when he starts going around killing and that, Yeah, so basically, just starts off when he's on the train station after the shock of being bypassed for the job, and this old Becca comes up to him, want money and that, he's obviously he's fuming, he doesn't want to be bothered, Michael Caine. Go away, he says, going. And in the end, he pushes him, not deliberately onto the tracks, but just to push. The beggar falls onto the tracks, the train goes over him, and then you see Michael Caine, you see like a close-up of Michael Caine's face, and he looks down on the tracks and there's no body there, so you can see like something going in motion there in his head and that, his train of thought goes down a very, very dark path and into a very, very dark tunnel, pardon the pun. Yeah, but yeah, but as I say, yeah, you got to watch this, guys, if you haven't seen it. A Shock to the System, you know. I first found out about it from a YouTuber and that who said like, you want to get this movie. Because I'd never really paid much attention to it and that, you know, but I'm glad I bought it, guys, I really am, yeah. But it's great the way, as I say, the way they portray America and how ruthless some of these bosses can be, you know, all favoritism and that. This goes on a lot now, even today, in these offices and that, you know, they favour one person, and he's sort of, they're sly, you know, they'll be very, very sly, some of these people and that, you know, and they promote them, these big financial organisations and that, you know, if they think you're not suitable, they can sort of like put somebody in your place, basically. If you're a big boss and that, you know, and they get somebody better, they can sort of like have a word behind closed doors. So this is basically what goes on in this movie, guys, and that, you know. And you've got a good female lead as well, and that, you know, who Michael Caine takes he takes a fancy for, and that. So you've got that subplot. And then, of course, what happens with his wife. I won't tell you what happens with his wife. Oh, my word, you want to watch the movie, guys, to see what happens with his wife, yeah? He basically loses all sense of, you know, conscience and that, and he's just so angry in that. And anybody who's in his, you know, is in his path and that, you know, he's got no mercy at all. He's great in this, Michael Caine. I think this is one of, as I said, this is one of his most enjoyable, gripping, you know, satisfying movies I have ever seen in my whole life. But oh yeah, it's great, yeah. And I love the sort of like, he comes out with, well, not really wisecracks, but he comes out with like these sort of like strange remarks about like a wizard and that, you know, and he sort of like, what he'll do if he wants somebody to disappear, he'll say like a magic word, he'll go like that with his hands, trying to make them disappear, you know, just if he could go like that and just make them disappear just with sort of like a gesture with his hand. But of course he resorts to more physical means of disposing of people who gets in his way. Yeah, oh yeah. And I like that sort of like very, very subtle layers of comedy as well, and that, as I say, the black humour. You know, sometimes you've got to be very careful when you're making a movie this kind. You don't sprinkle too much comedy over it, but this is very, very well done, guys. It was very, very well balanced, and that, you know, the comedy didn't sort of like overshadow, you know, the serious, like dark ambience and that, you know, the narrative of Michael Caine's like really, really bitter character. Oh, he's great in this, guys. I'm definitely keeping this to my collection. I really enjoyed it. I like a good thriller. This is what I've been saying, like, you know, my video, story comes first. If you've got a good actor like Michael Caine, a screen legend, and you know, you've got like a good storyline and a good supporting cast, you know, it's great. There's the guy there who takes his job, guys, you know, who they put in Michael Caine's place, yeah. But it's a fantastic movie, yeah. And if you like a good psychological thriller set in the big corporate world of America, I guarantee you'll have a blast with this movie. I certainly did. Yeah, Michael Caine, I just couldn't get over how good he was in this role. And when he gets angry, oh boy, good does he get angry. He storms into the office and that, demanding, like, you know, and there's another scene as well. I won't give away too much, guys, where just after he's been bypassed with promotion, the sneaky buggers, the sneaky corporate heads, they seem to be trying to squeeze him out, because he put this young guy in his office and that. When Michael Caine comes in the morning and he sees him sitting, oh, he goes mad. He blows his top. He storms into the office and that, you know, he's demanding, what's he doing in my office? Oh, you've got to watch this, guys. It's a great movie. It really is, you know. It's a real treat. After so many crap movies I've watched here, you know, with the last couple of weeks, it's a real treat to get one. I don't think I've enjoyed the movies, you know, so much as since, you know, Late Night with the Devil. You know, that's how good this movie was. You know, well, not a horror, but it's got a very, very dark narrative, guys. And as I say, if you love Michael Caine especially, you need to add this to your Michael Caine collection. Okay then, guys, on to a rating now. Oh, I've got no hesitation whatsoever. I'm going to give A Shock to the System a full 10 out of 10, because that's how much I enjoyed this masterpiece movie. It's great, you know, the way it's sort of like it's just the way Michael Caine portrays the character. He's so good in these roles. Well, of course, he can play heroes as well. You know, but of course, like when the occasional time he plays a baddie, he plays a baddie, and I like the multi-layered sort of like levels. He basically just gives to the character, you know, shows him like in the office and that, and shows him at home and that, you know, and all different things get on his goats and that, and all his rage, like, oh god, you'd almost felt it pouring out of the bloody TV screen when he got angry and that, you know. It's great. It's a great movie, guys. A Shock to the System, and I'm very, very glad I bought it, yeah. Okay then, guys, that's it. That rounds up my review of Michael Caine's A Shock to the System. Have you seen A Shock to the System? I know a couple of YouTubers have already said it's a great movie. Totally agree. But any of you, like anybody else, hasn't commented and I've seen it, let me know your thoughts in the in the comments down below. Be very, very interested to hear. I loved it, guys, and I'm definitely keeping this in my collection. I'm a big fan of Michael Caine anyway. I liked him in Little Voice. I liked him in Zulu. He's just a great actor. He's a screen legend, and oh god, this is a great movie. Okay then, guys, that's it. Yeah, well, that's it. Have a nice weekend, and usually if you like the video, please feel free to share, subscribe, comment, and all going well, I shall be back again very, very soon with another video. Take care. Bye for now.